go for Joe Patel, everybody. I made the mistake of telling him that I didn't want to follow that poem, and he's made me regret it ever since. It's too much. I'm too low energy for that. You know, give it up for everybody else who stopped too. Eric. Give it up for Shannon for letting us do this show.
Yeah.
Give it up for this guy just because.
Yeah.
Just keep killing time. Who else can we give it up for? God, no, it's the devil. We're in hell. No? All right. It's good to be here. All right, I got one question. Anybody here buy their lingerie at the superstore?
This guy right here.
Yeah? Do you like it?
I do.
Do you recommend it?
I do. Very good price.
Yeah, I agree.
2 for 1 sometimes.
2 for 1? So it's
Looks good. You got a taco and lingerie on Tuesdays.
yeah, and no tax sometimes, right?
Exactly. It's 20% most of the time.
20% tax?
No, you get 20% off. Plus tax.
Oh, you really do study it.
Couponer. You know,
Take
Chelsea.
I'm gonna take some advice, man. That's like
Anytime. Got some time after the show.
it's a good welfare product,
Sure.
right?
We'll go our wealth together.
All right, this is going well. I don't know. I was not expecting a man to interact. That's what it is. I'll take what I can get. We got an Airbnb. We got a pull-out couch and a sofa. You can come cuddle.
Sure.
Bring a trade lingerie if you want. Free? Why? Am I supposed to pay you or you pay me?
We'll see.
All right.
See how it goes.
Oh, okay, I see. I gotta put out, and then you're like, no, you gotta pay me for that. Right? Oh, right. I don't know. This is a good start. I don't know. I used to date a girl. That was like her go-to location. You know? I remember one day I was laying in bed, and she's like, I need to go buy bread. And I was like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. She's like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, all right, whatever, go. And then she came back, and she was wearing lingerie, and I was like, did you wear that there? How poor are we? Just seduce that poor cashier. She was like, no, I bought it for you. I was like, what is this? How to let Cynthia on a budget? Did you get PC points? That's the most important question. Also, are you wearing fishnets or cheesecloth? Apparently, the superstore sells both. And that shouldn't be an issue, but sometimes I like to make cheese from scratch, and I don't want to have to explain to our dinner guests that there's a curly hair on top of the pizza. They're definitely not going to believe it was African American mozzarella. I don't know, this is fun. It's good to be here. I am kind of a local boy. I'm from St. John, so not local, but local enough that you guys would take credit for me if I got famous. So, that's what we'll go with. I live in Toronto now. I moved there last year. Whenever people find out that I moved from New Brunswick to Toronto for comedy, they're like, oh, you must be good. I'm like, no. You just moved to Toronto. You don't need paperwork. You're just going to convince your parents to lend you money. I moved last September. My friends and family were like, man, if you're passionate about this, you should go for it. Chase your dreams. It has not been going well. I've been sleeping on the floor in another man's bedroom. Not completely on the floor. I have like a thin memory foam pad that I bought at IKEA. So it's like poverty with like a hint of class. But it's a tiny bedroom. And if he has to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, he's gonna like step over me. And like from time to time I'll just wake up mid-step and get this offshores view of what he's got going on. I don't think this is a dream they wanted me to chase. Like it's within reach, but I don't want to grab it. No, it's been getting a little bit better. I I've upgraded to my own bedroom and an air mattress. And people are like, you really are poor. I'm like, no, I'm just a rich camper. My arm doesn't get wet when I touch the ball. That's a good thing for me. It's good. When I moved, like I grew up just outside of St. John in Moncton, it's just a small town. So when I moved, everybody was like, "Man, you living in a good part of the city or a bad part?" I'm like, I have no idea. And I got one neighbor who's got a Harley, a BMW, and a summer home, and I have another neighbor who got arrested for stealing bed sheets. It's a weird spot. So there was this lady the other day. She was trying to park her car on the hill by my apartment. And when she got out, she must have left her car in neutral because it started to roll. And I thought that was funny, so I laughed. Then she looked at me and she was like, "Help. My baby's in there." I'm going to be completely honest, I was no benefit to that situation. I feel like she looked at me and thought, this guy, he looks like an Olympic runner. That's prejudice. The situation was going to end one of two ways. I was going to trip, fall, and skin my knee, or make like 3 strides and be wicked. That baby was in God's hands. I told a friend of mine about it, and he was like, yeah, well, you know, if at first you fail, just try again. I mean, it's a good saying, but I don't think it really applies to the situation. Like, I know there's a lot of babies placed in harm's way. It's a really weird thing to be good at. Like, put it on a resume. Professional baby rescue. What do you rescue them from? Everything. Toronto's been nice. I've been seeing a lot of things that I haven't seen before. One thing that I saw was homeless twins. Have you ever seen it before? I don't know if I should feel sad or inspired. Like, even their poor life choices are identical. Or maybe only one of them was homeless, but then the other one was like, well, if you're homeless, I'm homeless. And then the other one was like, no, that's completely unnecessary. Just like, let me sleep on your couch for like a week. Get my shit together, I'll be fine. And he was like, nah, it's too late. I already quit my job and left my wife. We're in this together. Another thing, in Toronto they have streetcars. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the streetcar, but it's basically just a train that inconveniences everybody, like running down the middle of the street. And when they change the tracks to turn, they have like this stick, you know, so they go out and they just kind of like manually change the tracks. And the first time I saw it, I just saw the guy standing there with the stick, and I was like, is that guy blind? Like, I'm all for equal opportunity in the workplace, but I feel like he should have his dog with him. There's a reason I stopped doing that show. I brought it back and I regret it. Did someone say they love it?
I love it.
All right,
I got a blind uncle, so he said.
You have a blind uncle, right? You can recite it to him, but you can't do the active because he won't enjoy it. Just right there. There's a comedian waves microphone like a, I don't even know what those blind people six things are called, but you know, write it in Braille like you can enjoy it. Toronto's good though. One of the first things I did when I moved last year in September, every September they have this art festival called Nuit Blanche. French people are probably familiar with it, and if you're not, I don't care. It's basically, it's this big art festival. It goes from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and it's all downtown. You just wander the streets looking at different exhibits. And so I was checking this out, and I was downtown Toronto. I was at Dundas Square, and I saw a dead raccoon. I was like, is this art? I don't know. What I do know is I was the only one looking at it. Everybody else is just looking at me. Still don't know. I've been traveling around Ontario a little bit. I got to go to Oakville, Ontario, which was not on purpose. I just fell asleep on the train, and then I woke up there. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, and there were no more trains going back to Toronto. So I looked at my phone, and I had 5% left. 5% was enough for me to find out that I only had 51 cents left in the bank, and then learned that I had to walk 26 kilometers. That's longer than a half marathon. I don't want to brag, but I walked a half marathon. Guys. Give it up for me. Don't actually. No, please don't. You don't have to be in shape, clearly. But, like overweight comedians can do it. Fuck all the people that brag about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Which it took me 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours is enough time to sing Stairway to Heaven 33 times. Yeah, it's a long walk. I got like halfway and I saw a bus stop and I was like, I could probably just sleep here. But you can't. You can't sleep at a bus stop. It's like how you become homeless. You sit there once and you're like, oh, actually this is better than the floor. Why am I paying rent for it? Keeps me elevated, shelters you from the rain unless it's windy. I don't know. Better than a tent too. I don't know. I'm just gonna go on top. That's fine. But I've been having fun the last year. Traveling a little bit. I went to Vancouver in June, which was nice. I went and did some shows. Shows went well. Flight was kind of weird, I had to sit between two very large men. Yeah, it's
24-hour check-in.
What?
24-hour check-in.
What does that have to
You
do
have to
with
be the first one to check in. Get that window seat.
I don't know if you know how flights work. You just pick. You gotta go, I'm on this seat. And you're like, oh, someone already paid for that one. You gotta pay more money to pick your seat, and I can't afford to do that. So I just went with whatever seat they gave me, which was a middle one between two very large men. I was like, I couldn't even put the table tray down. I was like, I can't eat soup on a 45-degree angle. This flight's gonna suck. And like the guy on my left, his stomach was just like resting on my inner thigh. Yeah. I mean, turbulence. I feel like one of those over the pants handles. I can't do this. I've been on the road for 2 weeks. I can't touch my dick. I've been jerked off. I'm getting too excited, you guys. No, I think it felt like, it was like a little throwback to middle school. It's not good. I mean, it was good, but it was a 5-hour flight. It never lasted that long before. There was a good chance it was going to end bad for everybody except for me. It was like the weirdest happy ending ever. They're like, he's not a terrorist. What is worse than a terrorist? Guy who comes in his pants on the plane.
I like one.
It's not mile high when you do it to yourself, man. And I think it goes to the bathroom. And then there's like jerking off in front of people on a plane. I don't know, man. I'm questioning. Are you on a no-fly list? Like, it
depends on the airline.
It depends on the airline. That's not good. You're not supposed to admit to that. Like, don't take advice. Don't take advice from this guy. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Because I've been losing weight, which is exciting. I think walking 26 kilometers probably helps, but who knows? I don't know how much. I just know that my pants don't feel like they used to, which sounds like a good thing, but I can't afford to buy new pants. So I'm going to complain about it. I was at a mall the other day and I had to go to the bathroom. I was standing at the urinal and I felt my pants start to fall down. So I quickly tried to spread my legs to catch them. And when I did that, my belt flapped out into the trail of urine. And then piss ricocheted off the belt and all over the kid at the urinal next to me. I did not know what to do. He started to cry. I started to panic. And I can't like pick him up and like bathe him in the sink, you know? Like my pants are around my ankles at this point. Somebody walks in, it's gonna look worse. So he's looked him in the eyes and was like, you know what, kid? Golden showers aren't forever for one. I know we're both learning things. Be grateful that you're learning now so you don't ruin your first relationship. That's how I sleep at night, guys. Not because of my kids, but just trying to justify why I did it in my head. I don't know. Very poor though. Very poor, like, the other day I was at a subway station and I saw an unopened Band-Aid on the ground. I was like, I should probably take this. So you never know when you're going to cut yourself. You can't afford to buy a full bag. I didn't take it, you guys. Yeah. I still have self-respect to believe it before I get caught picking up Band-Aid. Well, very poor. Like, I've been shoplifting from the Dollarama. You know how sad your life is to be a shoplift from the Dollarama? So the worst part is I don't even think they care. Like, you know what, just keep the women's feet stick. You need it more than we do. And that's the worst part. I have to steal women's deodorant. Because I have sensitive skin. The men's stuff gives me a rash. So I just walk around smelling like my mom. It's nice when you're homesick. You guys feel too sad. I was on a bus the other day and this guy like shimmied past me. But then he came back and he sniffed me. He was like, is that lavender? Weird. I was like, yeah. That's what's weird. It's definitely the lavender. It's not good with money. Like, I'm poor because I'm poor, but I'm also poor because I made dumb life choices. Do you guys know that you can buy a giraffe for $25,000? I've been looking into it. Yeah, someone that it sounds like a good deal. Yeah, I mean, do you own a giraffe? Did you get like screwed over on your price? No, I don't know. I just know I spent $32 on a car just to have it repossessed. I could have bought a giraffe and saved money. You know how cool. You know how cool it would be to go to work on a giraffe? I don't know, dude. If they have special parking lots, I don't know. But it's like the internet's trying to convince me to. Like, I read this article and it was like, why get a cat or dog when you can get a 6 meter tall African monster capable of kicking lions to death? I am terrified of lions. I'm doing it for my safety, you guys. Trust me. A friend of mine was like, yeah, but you live in Toronto, that's not an ideal location for a giraffe. And I'm like, no, I got it all figured out. The apartment that I live in, it's got a courtyard, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And then if I'm running late for work, I can just like hop the balcony and ride its neck like a fire pole. It's practically foolproof, you guys. I don't know, I feel like some of you guys are like, this guy's an idiot. I don't know. The only problem with this masterful plan is I don't know if it's legal to own a giraffe in Canada. Like, it's legal in Alabama, but I'm pretty sure it's also legal to fuck your sister there. I think I'll just do that instead. Everybody's like, yeah, he looks like this sister fucker. Small town in New Brunswick, believable. I don't know. They moved. Did you ask me if I fucked my brother and sister at the same time? Is that what you said? No, my brother fluffs me for my sister. Everybody's like, we gotta get out of here. I don't know, that's what happens when people yell shit out. I say worse things, it's fun. Guys, I'm I don't know. Let's see. What can I talk about? I got a baby face. Yeah, I'm sure you guys figured that out. Yeah, I don't like it. It's very hard to date when you have a baby face. You know, like nobody wants to go home with a guy who looks like he might be a fat 16-year-old. I mean, there are some, but they're mostly teachers. Am I right? They're very quiet. Great cashiers. I don't know. And I do have a baby face. I hate it. Friend of mine was like, yo, look at the bright side. In 15 years, when you're 40, you can fuck 20-year-olds. 15 years. What a sales pitch. I'd rather fuck them now. Those future 20-year-olds are only 5, and that's illegal. Well, I'm all for like jaywalking and pirating music, but you gotta draw the line somewhere. And if she comes inside that line, she's too young. But I know. I don't know, guys. I'm not good at dating. It's the moral of the story. You know, I'm not good at it. You know, I went on this date. I used to date this one girl. She was nice. She was like a chain smoker though. Not like from the band. Like we didn't go to Paris to get away from our parents. I was like, wow, this girl's sure to smoke a lot. She had a real raspy voice though. She sounded all like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, which is amazing in the bedroom. Then we'd walk in and I'd turn off the light and she'd be like, oh, you think the darkness is your ally? But you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light of day till I was already a man. Hey, what? That's the worst joke I've ever written. But I like that impression, so, you know, it's a good impression. Google it. Not good at dating, you guys. I'm kind of dating this girl right now, and I think I'm gonna fuck it up. So I just can't. I don't know how to talk to women. I dated this one girl before I moved, and she was nice, but she had a tattoo of a deer on her chest, right between her tits, and I was like, I don't know if I'm more attracted to you or the deer. Like I feel like we should be role playing right now. She could be the deer, I could be the hunter. I've never been hunting before. So you fuck the deer before or after you kill it? Too many questions. No, I did that joke in Bathurst last week, and this guy was like, did the deer have antlers? I was like, yes. And he was like, that means it's a male deer, fag. I was like, I think you mean stag. Also, I don't think the gender of the deer is the problem. Like, he was progressive, but not in the right areas. Because I've been having a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming out too. This has been a fun night. You know, thank you guys for supporting this club.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for supporting our dreams. You know, putting up with all this nonsense. This allows me to continue paying rent in Toronto, which is super expensive. Like I can't afford. It's called Too Broke to Party because we can't afford to party. You know, I can't afford to do anything. The last year of my life has mostly just been me getting in baseball fights with strangers. And, I got in a fight the other day with this guy. What happened was I saw this picture and it said, albino black bear spotted in British Columbia. So I commented, maybe it's just a polar bear? And he was like, hey dipshit, polar bears are from British Columbia. And I was like, neither are Chinese people, but sure are a lot of them. He was like, that's different. They immigrated. You think a polar bear is just gonna like float its way on over? I was like, I don't know, but I watched Life of Pi before and a tiger did it. Alright, here's another fun. Wait a second. Here's one.
Keenan, everybody. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much, everybody.